What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news we have on the table and what news might be the catalyst for its upcoming movements. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video a couple of days ago, somewhere at this point, and I've told you that this asset found a decent support from the technical standpoint at the range of about 14 cents. As you can see, it didn't break these ranges, and it is hovering right now right above this range at about 16 cents price point. And definitely from the technical standpoint, we still didn't break this previous swing low, and technically we still have an opportunity to hit higher targets. But everything depends on the news that will be published in upcoming days, and everything depends on the sentiment of the market in general. So let's continue with the fundamental news. What might be the reason of its upcoming price action? If we take a look on the investors section on their official website, you will find the latest news that was published basically yesterday, and it says Mullen announces 30-unit purchase order for Mullen iGo, commercial urban delivery vehicle from Newgate Motor Group in Ireland. And let me show you this press release in details. So, initial purchase order valued at approximately $321,000, with subsequent orders anticipated to follow. And the subsequent orders might be up to 500 vehicles per year. And on the one hand, you might consider this is a very bullish news because they are about to make new sales on European territory. But if you dig deeper inside this news, you will find a lot of discrepancies. So let's assume that this news is 100% real and they will deliver these 30 vehicles to Newgate Motor Group. And let me show you their recent press release. On December 22nd, Mullen filed this press release, and they said Mullen Automotive's iGo commercial urban delivery EV arrives in Europe with sample vehicles in transit to Newgate Motor Group in Ireland. And as you can see, it was published on December 22nd, and right here you can see that the first deliveries expected in early January of 2023. And we are basically in the middle of July of 2023. This means for the last 6 months, they only intend to deliver only 30 units, 30 vehicles. This means it is just less than 5 vehicles per month, because it is just an intention, it is just an initial purchase order. So they didn't sell, Mullen didn't sell these vehicles yet, and Newgate Motors didn't receive it. And this means the upcoming deal might be somewhere in the future, and this means it is less than 5 vehicles per month. And if you divide $321,000 by 6, you will have about $50,000 per month. And let's take a look how much money can Mullen have as a profit from this deal. Let me show you that this vehicle basically is nothing else but a Chinese vehicle. It is a Xianhu FEV, and you can find it on multiple Chinese websites. As you can see, it is exactly the same vehicle, and the price of this vehicle starts from $8.14 thousand all the way up to somewhere at basically $10,000, somewhere here. So, on average, let's assume that they will have this vehicle for $8,000. So, and the next question, how they will deliver these vehicles? Do they deliver them directly to Ireland from China? And in this case, the price of delivery might be, I guess, $1,500 per vehicle. If it is the case, then cost of goods for Mullen becomes about $9,500. And let me show you again their press release. If we divide $321,000 by 30 units, the average price of every vehicle becomes about $10,700. And with the cost of goods of $9,500, they left only $1,200 of pure profit for each and every vehicle. If we multiply it by 30, this means less than $30,000 of a pure profit. How do you think? Is it enough for this type of company that burns more than $10 million a month? Is it enough to have a profit of about $30,000 for the period of more than 6 months? Definitely it is not. On top of that, let me show you right here the news that they published on evedition.com back in April 19th, 2023. And it says, Newgate now offering MULN Go commercial vehicle for €17,000 plus VAT. And €17,000 is roughly $18,200. And this means if Mullen will have about $1,200 per vehicle as a pure profit, the rest $8,000, almost $8,000, will be a pure profit for the Newgate dealership. And definitely, it is not fair, and you will not find any real contract with this type of terms, because if you are a real producer, you will have the most number of margin in your sales. And your dealers will add, definitely they will also add some additional costs, but this margin will be much less than your initial margin. And let me show you another quite interesting detail. If we take a look on their forward-looking statement, you can find this about the risks. Example of such risks and uncertainties include, but are not limited to, the final value of the purchase order, whether additional purchase orders will materialize as anticipated, and the timing that the revenue from the order will be recognized by the company. This means everything might change for Mullen, and they can deliver less vehicles, and they probably will not receive any money at all from this dealership. And I have to say that the relationships in between Mullen and its dealerships like Randy Marion or Newgate Motor Group is quite interesting, and probably I will do another video regarding these relationships alone. But believe me, it is not the case where you can say that this company begins its deliveries and begins its production. They didn't even say a word about the production. They say about delivery. And this means it cannot be a major catalyst for this stock to go higher. On top of that, let me remind you that if they will rebadge these vehicles in the US territory, they will have to deliver these cars from China to the Tunica or to Mishawaka, then rebadge these vehicles and then deliver them to the Ireland. And this means their margin becomes close to zero or even negative in this case. And that is, it is not the good business when the company is losing their money in each and every delivery. On top of that, let me show you that in general we have extremely bearish sentiment across this so-called smart money, and the only so-called positive string is this one. Vuangard Group added 80.64% to its position, but I have to say that in my previous video I've told you it is not the case. And Kyle from Financial Journey is still trying to say that this is a purchase from Vuangard that they made this month, but it is not. It is, as you can see, it is 13F amendment. And somewhere in their filings, if you click on this link, you will find that they have a lot of filings, a lot of companies that they're invested in. And somewhere here, they made some errors. And these errors were corrected by this amendment. And if you take a look right here, if you click on this icon, you will find that this data didn't change. As you can see, from the from May 15th, it didn't change because they have exactly the same number. It is basically amendment to this filing. And the real information behind the scenes is following. They had a position of 82.5 million shares at the end of March 2023. And it is a pre-split amount, and this means they have not $10.8 million position, but they have only $500,000 position in MULN, and they didn't add to their position for the last 4 months, and this means it is another red flag. So, and what to expect next from its price action? I still stand on my position that this asset from the fundamental standpoint should break its range of support at roughly 14 cents price point. But if David Michery continues to publish some weird press releases that they intend to sell these or that vehicles, they intend to deliver them, they will show some crappy videos from their facilities, from their production facilities, that they are preparing for the production. And definitely in this case we might see some spikes, but on a bigger scale, if you zoom out, you will see that this asset is in consistent downtrend, and nothing will stop it because it is a wannabe auto manufacturer company. It is not a real company, and that is why just do your own due diligence and do not believe any so-called experts from YouTube. And I'm also in this list. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.